Hey all, it's Dan, your numerical lion, back again with another video. And this one I wanted to talk about West Virginia opening up and this whole movement against these COVID restrictions. Governor Justice, great name for a governor of West Virginia, right? He says restaurants, bars, retail stores, other gathering spots can return to full capacity. Governor Jim Justice has restored full seating capacity to restaurants and bars in West Virginia as active COVID 19 case numbers continue to drop. Justice announced a number of relaxations of previous mandates during his Friday media briefing at the state capitol. As long as social distancing can be maintained, restaurants and bars can return to 100% seating capacity, and small businesses and retail stores can open their businesses to patrons at 100% capacity. Here's Jim Justice. Governor of West Virginia, James Conley Justice II. You know, he's a billionaire. That's what these governors are these days. Born April 27th, 1951. He's 69 right now. He'll be 70 very soon. And let's look at some of the numbers behind this announcement here. So from his birthday to this announcement is 313 days. And that is significant because his full name is equals 313. Now 313 is also the 65th prime number. 313, the 65th prime, and what, pandemic? Are we really in a pandemic though? Pandemic 65, also coronavirus with the S exception is 65 as well. Also 70, and that's important as I'll get to. So 313 days, and his name equals 313. It also equals 227. And 227 is a prime number. The 49th prime, a number of revelation. We are in the final days, right? So they say. And this happened on a day with 49 numerology. So it was also 53 days till his, it's going to be 53 days till his next birthday. 53 days. This other thing was that basically it was from his last birthday to this event. 53 is significant because it was announced on 3/5 or 5/3. And I found out that West Virginia is the 35th state. And this happened on 3/5. Joined the Union on June 20th, 1863. And then, so Jim Justice and Pandemic go along pretty well. Pandemic 38, Jim Justice 38, both 151. If you look at 151, another prime number, the 36th prime number, he's the 36th governor of West Virginia. And he's born with 101 and 47 numerology. Look at that, 47, that number of foundation, number of government. And James Conley Justice II equals 101. And Jim Justice equals 47. It also equals 70. And I told you before, coronavirus equals 70. And he's going to be 70 in 53 days and counting. So interesting things. He restored full seating capacity. That equals 137. 137, our favorite number. The 33rd prime. And Justice equals 33. His last name is Justice. Capacity equals 33. This is what we're talking about. Capacity. 100% capacity. And if you write out 33, 33 written out equals 156. And that is significant because West Virginia and restaurants both equal 156, 75 and 57, the reflection of, and 78. So there's definitely a correlation between restaurants and West Virginia. Not that West Virginia is known for its restaurants. I'm not sure what West Virginia is known for. Probably coal. It also equals 308 restored full seating capacity. 308 like 38, Jim Justice 38, right? Jim Justice also equals 119, that all-seeing eye number, and restored full seating capacity equals 119. Capacity also equals 48, and reverse reduction and justice in the same cipher equals 48. Some justice finally, you could say. But then there's this. Friday marked the 48th. Oops. What happened? I just clicked on something. Friday marked the 48th straight day the state has been seeing a drop in active COVID-19 cases, and nearly 210,000 state residents have now been fully vaccinated. So there's that 21 number, like 201, 21, 48th straight day, capacity 48, justice 48, and there's a little shot of Gov Jim Justice. I wonder what that equals. Gov Jim. Oops, I can't type. There we go. Gov Jim Justice. Well, equals 163, the 38th prime, and 64. This happened on the 64th day of the year. Yeah, if we look at March 5th, 2021, it's the 64th day of the year. So Gov Jim Justice, what a time for the story to be out. Also 163, the 38th prime. Pandemic 38, death, murder, killing. Also COVID-19. COVID-19 equals 38 as well. He's the 36th governor of West Virginia. So Texas, Mississippi, Arizona, and West Virginia. And I wanted to read this thing. I don't know if people are familiar with Tom Woods. I'll make this a little bigger so maybe you can see it. So this is what he says. He says, I presume you've heard the news. Texas and Mississippi are opening up fully. For that, the University of Alabama announced it would resume its normal academic practice and schedule the fall and return to full stadiums. People who can't read the charts are screaming about this. Vanity Fair says Texas and Mississippi are apparently duking it out to see who can kill more people with COVID-19. Remember when the Washington Post said in April that Georgia was angling to become America's #1 death destination? It never came close. Did that make the hysterics curious or cause them to stop saying idiotic things like this? No, you know the answer. On February 7th, Iowa dropped its mask mandate and its restrictions on businesses and gatherings. 3 days later, the Post ran an article, Welcome to Iowa, the state that doesn't care if you live or die. So you can see on these charts, I don't know if you can see, but Iowa its cases are dropping down. They're all dropping down, and still these mandates. I live in Vermont, and we have very few COVID cases, and things are, people are still walking around with masks on, and using hand sanitizer all the time, and it's just crazy. People have just lost their minds. So and now, as I'm writing this, the news just came in from WNBC TV in Connecticut, effective March 19th. Connecticut is lifting all capacity limits on restaurants, retail, libraries, personal services, indoor recreation, gyms, museums, offices, and houses of worship. So he's saying we have reached the beginning of the end. So a little bit of good news there, because we need some good news, because this is just insane. For people that have eyes to see, they know what's going on. That this is just ridiculous. So I was wondering why Texas and West Virginia had this similarity. Texas 66, and West Virginia is also 66, and that's why they're in this. And then I was wondering what the deal with Mississippi and Arizona is. Arizona is actually the 48th state, and they've got that nice 42 number there, that number Freemasonry, 105, that masonry number is basically a masonry number. 105, 42, 84, and 39, just like Arizona. Mississippi, I'm not really sure. Why they're in the news so much, but it is a lot of southern states. You got Mississippi, you've got Western Virginia is kind of a borderline state, Texas, and Arizona. So maybe that's what's going on here. So there you have it. And there's more stuff by the numbers as usual. So thanks so much for taking the time out of your day, evening, or whatever to listen to this video. Thanks so much. Talk to you later.